what this 48-hour film challenge is all about?
Well, the 48-hour film challenge is about being creative, I think, first of all. What you have to do, basically, is produce a film in 48 hours. So you'll get a bit of inspiration at the beginning of the 48 hours. Using that inspiration, you do all of the creative work, all of the shooting and editing, and finally you end up with your film on a DVD and within 48 hours. So it's a really good chance to be creative. It tests your technical skills. You have a chance to work in a team because you get your team together of people you want to work with, designers and editors and whatnot. So it's a really good chance to work on a team. But also, in the end, it's a lot of fun because everyone's working towards the same goal and it's a chance to be creative. So that's sort of what the film challenge is all about.
And why do you think that Exeter is an appropriate place to hold the challenge?
I think Exeter is appropriate because there's a pretty good film community already started here. We have the Phoenix Arts and Media Center, which is hosting the Two Short Nights Film Festival, as well as the 48-hour film challenge that's linked to it. And actually, it's the first year that the 48-hour film challenge is happening, so that's really exciting for Exeter. But Exeter is also a good location. It's between Bristol and London, which also have really strong film communities. It's a nice sort of central location in the southwest that is easy to get to for other people, so it can sort of start building up film down here in the southwest.
How has the response been so far?
Well, there's been a lot of buzz in Exeter, definitely. You talk to people and they know what the challenge is. They're interested in finding out more information. We've had enough entries so far to make up a screening, which is really good, so that's definitely a plus, and which means that anyone else who registers at this point is actually going to make it a bit of a challenge because we'll have more entries than there are spots for in the screening, which means that the films really have to be of a good quality to get into the screening.
And can anyone do this challenge?
Yeah.
Is it just for filmmakers, or can anyone get involved?
No, definitely anyone. If you are an artist or an actor and you're interested in registering, you need to make sure you have a team so that you have the ability to produce a film. But you know, there's so many ways to make films now. You can make them on your phones, you can make them on Windows Movie Maker. So I mean, if you have no skills in making films, sometimes you might just need to sit down with a bit of footage and put something together.
Could you tell me a little bit about the rules of the project?
So definitely first, this is the part you have most control of outside of the 48 hours. You get your team together. So you think, who can direct, who can shoot the film, who can edit, and who can get some actors together. Once you have your team, you register by the 19th, and on the 21st at 6:30, you show up at the Exeter Phoenix Arts and Media Center, which is where you'll get a little bit of inspiration. So you'll get an object, and you'll also get an assignment brief. And the object could be anything. And then what you have to do is you use the object and you use your assignment brief in the film, and there has to be evidence that you've used these things in the film. Then you put it onto a DVD in its final form. You bring it back to the Phoenix 48 hours later. So it starts at 7 p.m. on the 21st, 7 p.m. on the 23rd. You bring back the film, you hand it in, and it gets judged. You get notified if you've made it into the screening or not. On the 28th of November, I believe, there's the screening of all of the short films that have made it into the screening, so you can all come back to that, all of the people who entered. And there'll be awards for the judges' top pick, and also there'll be an Audience Choice Award, which is very interesting, so the audience gets to choose best film made in 48 hours. If you want more information on how you can register for the festival, you can go to www.twoshortnights.co.uk, and there's a link for the 48-hour film challenge, and you can register there, and there's all the rules and regulations that you need to look at. So thank you.